Hey up everybody, Magpie Gaming here, and in this video I'm going to go into some details for the next update for Escape from Tarkov. Now I recently did a video detailing some of the things that they want to include in the 0.9 patch. There's no date for when this patch will be out, but they did give us some details of things that they want to include in this patch. And it was new additional features, things like that. They didn't actually at the time mention that there was a new map coming, but they have now mentioned that there is a new map coming, and there was some anti-cheat measures, etc, etc. And they basically said that all of the things that they want to put in 0.9, some of that will come out before then. So if they've got something ready to go, they will put that out when it's ready to go, which in my personal opinion is a lot better. You know, don't wait and put everything in a massive patch. If you've got additional content or a fix or something like that ready to go, just put it out there. You know, we're waiting for these things to be put in the game to make the game better. So when you've got them ready to go, just put them out. Don't make us wait. I think that's a lot better way to do things. These massive patches, yeah, they're good to get. It's good to be waiting for them and get like all this additional content in one go. But from their point of view, it must be a nightmare if something messes up within the game when they're doing one of these patches. They've then got to go through a process of elimination to work out what went wrong, debug it, then hotfix it. If you just put in little incremental updates out, then your game is bricked. You know exactly what has done it because that was the only thing that you've changed. So hopefully that's the way they're going to go with updates. I know they're still going to do these big updates, but I think that smaller ones are the way to go. Roll things out steady and smoothly. When you've got them, put them out. So in the list of things yesterday, they give us like a short developer update. They said that they're in final preparations for the new anti-cheat update, and this is something that's been, you know, very much talked about within the community. Anti-cheat right now is something that this game desperately needs. I don't think there is a player that has played this game that will not at some point have seen or be touched by a cheat within the game. I myself have seen speed hacking, especially on Interchange. Interchange has got everything you need, so there's a lot of hackers on that. I've been killed by people and it's been very suspect. You know, I'm not saying I'm one of the best players out there. I'm quite noobish at the game, and I know that there are very skilled players out there, so you know, I take my hat off to a person that kills me in a skilled way, but sometimes it isn't a skilled kill, it's just as dodgy as hell. So yeah, anti-cheat is something that they want to bring out soon. They're doing the update for it. What will it fix? How will it fix it? What will happen to those that cheat? We don't know right now. I know that there is a pistol glitch going around. I've been reading about this the last few hours. I haven't heard of it, but apparently it's quite well known within the community. I haven't looked it up, I don't know how it works, but it includes putting a pistol in your gamma container and somehow you can glitch it so that you can use it even though it's in your container. I don't know, I really don't know how that works, but apparently there are YouTube videos telling you how to do it and people are sick of people doing it. Escape from Tarkov have commented on people's comments, they've replied to them and says that this glitch is something that they've fixed before, but people found a way around it. There is going to be a fix for it again in the next anti-cheat patch, but will they break it again and just work out how to use it? I don't know. It's something that needs fixing properly, you know, it needs tightening up. And the thing with Escape from Tarkov is you don't actually know what anti-cheat measures they employ. When you play something like Battlefield 1, you know that employs Fair Fight to do its banning. On Steam you've got Vax. For PUBG you've got BattleEye, plus they complement that with their own anti-cheat technology. What does Escape from Tarkov use? I don't know. And recently they said about people using macros. You could set up macros to do certain things in the game so that you could build up your stamina, build up your strength, things like that. You could, it's not a cheat per se, but it is a workaround that allows you to get something quicker than you should do by playing the game normally. So in my book, that's a cheat. But they said that macros was something that they were looking at. They were looking to actively ban people that used them, but they also admitted at the time that they didn't have any way to do that, which is a really stupid thing to come out and say. You know, it's like, oh, we know you're cheating and we know how you're doing it and we are going to stop it, but we don't know how to right now. That's basically saying, you know, just do whatever the fuck you want because we can't do anything about it. So, but they did promise a ban wave will come along very soon with respect to people using macros. They just need to work out a way of detecting those people and then banning the accounts. So hopefully that'll be something that gets hit as well. But they're saying these notes, intermediate update will consist of new anti-cheat update primarily. Also, we are planning to add the customs and shoreline optimizations. There's a bunch of freeze fixes, glitches that they're going to be sorting out, and they're also going to be looking at scav AI, and there'll be new armor parameters as well. So this intermediate patch is going to have quite a bit in it. It's like I say, the anti-cheat, we want that, we need that, and then we're going to be looking at optimizations, further optimizations of Shoreline. Customs runs very smooth for me, but I'm not going to say no to more optimization of that. We still get these lag drops or lag spikes, whatever you want to call them, and they are so annoying, and they always seem to come round at the most inopportune time. You know, you just be scoping up on somebody and then your game will freeze for what seems like an eternity, but it's probably only maybe half to maybe 1.5 seconds, but that's long enough to sway a game. It's long enough to lose a shot, it's long enough to be shot. So that is something that really needs working out. Shoreline particularly, because it's such a huge map, I think it does struggle, but they will be moving all of these maps over to the new version of Unity eventually. Now they haven't said when that will be. I don't think it's going to be in 0.9 patch, I think it will be after that, but they will be moving over to the new version of Unity. Apparently they've worked very closely with Unity to make this game a lot better within that version, and that can only be a good thing as long as they're closely working with them. I hope for the day when we get very optimized maps, but we'll have to wait and see. For the next bit of it, they say that they are still in preparation for 0.9. There's going to be lots of additional fixes on that. There will be new content and new features added. There's going to be additional info coming out about that very soon. And then they say they are also actively producing the new indoor location, the lab, which is the Terra Group lab. And you can see an image of that on the screen right now. This is some concept art from that map. Now, I do know that between Shoreline and Interchange it was a year's wait. Now that's a very long time for one map. Granted, Interchange is a very big and quite intricate map in parts. It's very well decked out with things. I think it's in part a thing of beauty. It's a brilliant map. Not without its flaws, as I have discussed in a previous video, of course, but I think it's still a work in progress map, that, to be honest. But yeah, to say that they're already well on with a new map is good. They've said that it's going to be along the lines of Factory. Now, whether they're just referring to the indoor environment or whether they're referring to the indoor environment and the SARS, I don't know. I would like to see an indoor environment map like this, but maybe slightly bigger than Factory. I find Factory is a little bit too crammed together. I mean, if that's your play style, then obviously Factory is the go-to map for you, but for me it's a little bit crammed and it's very easy to run around that map, do what you want and get out. I'd like to see a map where you've really got to think about your next move, and hopefully the lab will be one of those. Once you see from the image, it's going to be a very clinical, clean environment, a complete opposite to what we get with Factory. So it looks like you're going to be fighting in a lot of well-lit areas, which again brings a new dynamic into the game. That's maybe not something that we're very used to in the game. Obviously you get sunny days and that when you're playing customs and shoreline and woods and things, but then you do get those dull fights. It seems to rain a hell of a lot in Tarkov recently, but yeah, I'm quite excited for that, and once I know more about that map I will let you guys know about that. And that's basically all we've got for this update. There have been some ballistic changes, there's been some property changes to some of the bullets. That's been noted in the official bullet chart. I'll find a link for that and put that in the description down below so you can go check that out. I think they changed some of the pricing of the ammunition as well to coincide with the changes, so I would assume if it's become stronger you might pay a little bit more for it, and if it's become weaker you'll pay a little bit less. And that is pretty much it. So, but yeah, it seems like Escape from Tarkov and the devs are trying to do a lot better job of communicating things out there. They're putting these updates on Facebook, they're putting them on Twitter, they're putting them on the official Reddit. I'll put links to all of these below, so if you want to get the very latest information you probably shouldn't go to those places, because the one thing that I've noticed about these devs is that news will come out but it's very slow to trickle down through the official channels. It seems to be that streamers and certain YouTubers will have the information before anybody else, which it's maybe a deal with them to keep the game in the foresight of people's minds. Let's keep it high on streaming sites and keep the YouTubers happy with it. But yeah, if you want to know the absolute ins and outs, then look at those places. Reddit seems to be one of the best for it, and stay in touch with people like me, because I'm going to be following this game hugely over the next, well, over the entire of its development, because it is my complete addiction right now. I can't stop playing this game. I have been grinding it like mad recently. I've got a lot of gameplay content that I need to sort to put out on the channel. I've got literally, I think, 2 terabytes of recordings to sort through right now. So yeah, but yeah, Escape from Tarkov, the devs seem to be better at putting the news out there now, communicating better. Communication is key with a game like this, and I think they're starting to understand that. I do think that they still need to hire a proper PA to get it out there, or a PR person to get it out there, but yeah, they're doing a better job, and we are more informed than ever now about this game. So as I say, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to keep up to date with this game, don't forget to subscribe to me, press the bell icon to be informed of my latest content, and as always, I will catch you in the next video. Take care.